Hello? Oh my God. Hi guys. We're live. I'm in Australia. I'm not in Egypt. Hi Buttercup. Ugh. That was violent. Violently enjoyable. Oh my God. Ugh. Don't ruin your nail polish. Hello from Sydney, Australia. Hi. Hi, Janine Morrison. Hi, Pimeria. How are you? Oh my God. I have to get my leg up on the footstool. Oh my, what the hell? I'm still setting up, guys. Sorry. Oh my God. Some weird shit's been happening. It's weird, all right. Oh. I'm filming. Do not come out. Oh, hi, Lola. Little cheeks. You gonna move the fan? Yeah, no. You can't go out there. I'm just gonna try to set up with Lola. Lola, do you want to show everybody that you're here? Oh my God, she's adorable. Hello. Oh no, I just realized my internet's not connected on my laptop. Stop it. Don't wipe your nose at me. Oh God, I don't know how to do this on my phone. Let's see if I can activate. This is going to be really annoying for everyone. Elon Musk, SpaceX. Yeah, okay, Elon. Hotspot. I pressed the button. What's going on? Sorry, guys. I'm just like trying to switch on my hotspot and get it to work. I don't have my expert here today to help me. My tech expert. Wait. Is that mine? I think that's my phone that I've got the hotspot. Is that the name of my phone? I'm just really bad. I've got to figure out if this is my phone for my hotspot for my computer. It says it's connected. Okay, well, it wasn't a second ago. It must be me. If not, if you're one of the neighbors and I'm stealing your internet, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. No, it's mine. But I have done that before, accidentally stolen someone's internet, and Faith had to go, Mum, that's not your phone, that's the neighbor's phone. So I hope they had unlimited, because that was a few years ago though. Let's see, we've got to click on, see what the studio. Oh my God, this is boring to watch, I know it. Did everybody see Foodie Beauty's video? Oh my God, that was sensational. I enjoyed that very much. Hi, Luke. Oh my God. She went wild. Foodie Beauty went wild. I appreciated the wildness. I enjoyed it. We work out. Oh, hi. James O'Connor. No, I'm not a nun. Give your life to Jesus. No thanks. You do you, boo. The chair, or Lola's sitting in the other chair? She's going to get herself in trouble. What do you mean? I loved her video. It was crazy. It was unleashed. I was like, damn, she's going wild. I was like, wow, sensational. No, I'm in Australia, Luke. Hi, Alejandro. Wait. Why is this I actually don't know if like I think this is not going to be monetized. That's fine. Do you know what? I enjoy coming on here anyway. So I'll just get the comments up. I just can't figure it out. You know, I have like a brain fog and I can't figure out how to switch the money on. Like, whatever. I'll have to get my Fifi to show me how to do it again. I just can't remember. Oh well, I'm here for a convo anyway. She said some awful things about another YouTuber. Yeah, but don't they say awful things about each other? Like, isn't it going both ways? And like, I am a fan of both people, but I don't know their personal lives. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I can't go, oh, this person did this or this. But I don't know. I don't know what their history is. Like, I just watch Foodie Beauty's channel, and sometimes I watch FFG's channel, and you know, like, I'm not involved in that. I don't really know what's the go, but what I'm saying is that when I watched Foodie Beauty's video, I was like shook. I was like, damn, like she's going off. And how do I say this? If anybody I watch like goes off like a frog in a sock, I'm like, wow. Like, it got my attention. Stop telling me to give my life to Jesus, bro. You thought I was a nun? These days, nuns don't dress like this anymore. Not in Australia. Is the outfit for the heat or religion related? Oh, I'm a Muslim. Yep. You all act like you haven't seen a Muslim woman before. Do you know what? Some people haven't. I'm not joking. Like, it, you know, some people haven't, like, in person. It depends where you live, doesn't it? More people making money off Chantel's channel, and it's not fair because they keep talking crap about her. Pia Maria. Of course, I'm not gonna say anything about the other person. I'm just like, I gotta take it like, I'm a black and white thinker, so I'll look at it from both sides. Do you know what I mean? And I'll be like, oh, this happened and this happened. But to me, I want to know where it started. And although I watch both channels, one more than the other, I want to know where it started. But I kind of feel like if I go back and I watch all the videos, it would take me 10 years to catch up on it all. Do you know what I mean? Like, I only know snippets about it. But yeah, like, the Unleashed video was like wild. I thought it was wild. I was impressed by the unleashedness. Do you know what I'm saying? Bocolo, hello, Maryam. I got in late to the live. Where are we at? I hope all is well with you and your family. Yeah, I'm still in Australia, and you haven't missed much. We don't really know exactly how it started. I mean, I'm not going to make that judgment anyway because I don't know them personally in real life, but I don't know. Like, I can only see it from my own perspective. If somebody went me, I would go dark. I would destroy them. I'm sorry. Like, I don't know. I watch Foodie Beauty's page, And she's like, what did she say? What was the quote she said? Give me a minute. Do you understand what I mean? Like, without taking sides, because I don't have all the information. Like, I just don't have all the information. So how could I make an educated comment about it? But from just watching Foodie Beauty's video where she goes unleashed and she's like, I'm going to go dark, like you're going to get it. I can identify with that for if somebody does me dirty. Do you know what I mean? And I think that's why I like Foodie Beauty's channel, because she's such a, like, I don't know, you don't expect her to do or say the things she does. It's pretty, like, enjoyable to watch. I'm just saying. And I like FFG's channel because, I don't know, when she talks, like, you kind of like hooked into the dialogue. Do you know what I mean? She's just got that knack. So to me, I'm like, damn, like, is this real? Like, are they actually really in this fight together? Is it genuinely a thing? I'm like, is it scripted? Is it real life? It's like, to me, I'm just like intensely like, I can't look away from this. Do you know what I mean? Steak and soy milk. Become your own person, not some default religious follower. Ha ha ha. Well, if I'm in a minority in my country, then I'm not being a follower, am I? I am being an individual. So maybe change your perspective a little bit. Don't religious people feel ridiculous not being an individual? Ha ha. What? Because I'm not like you? So peer pressure is supposed to take me away from religion. That's a bit odd. Are you a child? This is not for children. This is for adults. So if you're a kid, have a great day, but you need to leave, okay? I've been watching her only since Q8, even if I was a subscriber for years before that. I've got to say the Q8 arc, like, got me watching Foodie Beauty more. I have watched her for years. The first video I watched of hers that I then started watching her on the regular was probably the one where, like, I hope it's okay to say this. I'm not saying it to be embarrassing, or like the poop in the woods episode. Like, as an Australian, I was like, oh, she's wild. I've got to keep watching her. Like, she does the unexpected. Do you know what I mean? Since then, I've been like obsessed. Very entertaining. Do you like Jews? What do you mean? Sorry. Religion for people with zero self-control to the point where they need to be told how to live and who to be around. No, I just like to attempt to obey the creator. I mean, if you don't like it, then cry about it. I mean, what are you saying, bro? Good luck being a psycho. I was a psycho before I was in this religion. So what's the difference? What are you saying? The religion didn't make me psycho. I was born a psycho. If you knew who my parents were, if you knew anything about my family, you wouldn't think that the religion made me a psycho. I come from a long line of psychos. Are you joking? Are you serious? If you knew, you wouldn't say that. Do you like Jews? Answer that question. Free Palestine. Well, hell yeah, because, you know, I've said this before, and guys, like, if you have different views, don't get angry with me, but yeah, I'm happy to say free Palestine. I'm a Muslim, and even if I wasn't, and even when I wasn't, I still felt that way. When I was a Jew, okay, a practicing Jew, I was part of Jews for Palestine, to free Palestine. You understand? I'm not like free Palestine because I'm a Muslim. It's just my personal view, even when I was Jewish. So nobody come for me and just say, I'm just being a photocopy Muslim. I'm not. Okay? Because, you know, you go back to when, you know, the Shoah, the Holocaust, when, you know, our ancestors were being slaughtered, Jews were being slaughtered. Do you know what? It was very unpopular to speak up for Jews, okay, when there was a genocide, okay? And some people spoke up anyway. And this, don't even come for me, okay? This is the same thing. This is also genocide. And regardless of if you're religious or not, regardless of whether you're this religion or that religion, you live in this country or that country, if you see large scale mass execution and genocide, 60% or more are children, okay? It doesn't matter what religion someone is. It's wrong, okay? So I can say that being a Jewish person who has converted to be a Muslim, okay? And anybody who says that it's not a genocide is either uneducated or stupid, okay? And you can be insulted and you can unsubscribe and you can go, oh, I don't like your opinion, vote Trump. Listen to me. If it was, you know, your country and if it was your children from your place you live, okay, you wouldn't be saying not to support it. Grow up. Okay, like when I die and I go back to my creator, okay, to God, and I have to stand before God, and you know, God says, you know, what did you do or what did you say when all these children were being massacred? Thousands and thousands and thousands of children. Okay. Do you think I care about anybody's opinion? No. Do you think I care if 99.9% of people leave? No. That'd be stupid. I would say the same thing if it was Jewish children in a genocide. I would say the same thing if it was Hindu children in a genocide. I would say the same thing if it was Australian children in a genocide. A genocide is a genocide. Okay, so if you're like, oh, it's not a genocide, go educate yourself. The statistics are out there. I don't like mass execution of children. Okay, and that's why I absolutely will say free Palestine. So have a cry about it, bitches. Anyway. Yes, I'm well. Thank you, Johnny. How do you say your name? Sifu? I wish people could like speak. Do you know what I mean? During live, like, do you know what I mean? Like, some people's names, I want to know, like, how do you say it? And it's frustrating to me. Iran has discounted flights now. Oh my God. The architecture of Iran is amazing. Gym Tan Laundry. Morning, ma'am. Are you born Muslim or converted, if you don't mind? Yeah, no, I'm converted. I'm reverted. And before this, I was Jewish. Okay. Morning, ma'am. Okay, yes, I've read that one. FFG and Chantel, the chaos between them is absolute. It should be an interesting few weeks of viewing. So happy to have found your channel. Love your wish and stories. Oh, thank you, Bocolo. Yeah, well, guys, am I naive? Or is the whole, like, is it scripted? Like, even if it was scripted, it would be entertaining. Or is it real life? Are they like real life fighting? Is this real? Like, don't call me stupid. I'm really naive. I want to know. Is it real? Am I transgender? No. The fuck? Are you? Why would somebody ask somebody that? That's so weird. I don't look like a man? What the hell? I think it's real. It's grown over years of frustrations, etc. Guys, war is not good for anyone except people that stand to make money, okay? People are doing it for profit. People are doing it to create trade pathways to make money. People like that do not care about the regular people. They don't care about, they'll hurt and maim and massacre and genocide people on any side. It's a profit pathway for trade. That's what it is. It's a land grab, and all these children in Gaza are considered collateral damage by the people who are doing it and orchestrating it. And honestly, guys, like, no. Just no. People are so greedy, they'll kill children for money. It's that simple. What's wrong with being transgender? Why are you asking me about transgender people? I'm not transgender. If I'm not transgender, why are you asking me? Go ask a transgender person. I'm sure they'll have a conversation with you about it. They're usually pretty open. But Foodie always picks a big fight towards the end of the month for drama views. Are you saying, Dawny, are you saying it's real? Is it scripted or real? Free Palestine, free Tibet. What is happening in Tibet? Tell me about that. Are you feeling better from yesterday? Oh, from the spider thing? Oh my God. I legit thought I was going to have a bipolar. Oh my God. Yeah, I needed a little rest after that. In daily life, do you ask people you meet if they're trans? I think many trans will be offended. I mean, I don't speak for trans, but possibly. Yeah, no. I'm not a Zionist. Sorry to disappoint you. I mean, everybody else in my family is, but hey, whatever. I'm not transphobic in any way. I don't know where you get that information from. Oh, thank you, Fancy Pants. Yeah, I love my new hijab. Once I figured out how to actually wear it, I had it on wrong and my daughter had to show me how to wear it correctly. Cow pies as it suits a combo platter. What the wording of your comment. Let's not start talking about Hamas in my live. You won't like my comments. Yeah, no, I don't support Zionism because I like children to be alive. Sorry, buddy. It's trying to do the same thing they're doing in Taiwan. See, I'm unaware of this. I'll have to Google it later. You remind me of my grandma. Oh, was she a nice grandma? Many hope to pass and just want to move in the world as people and not labels. That's true. How much do you weigh? Oh, I weighed myself today. I've lost a couple of kilos now. Gosh, isn't there anything better to do? I love my nana. Do you have grandkids? No, not yet. I don't have grandchildren yet. Hi, are you Muslim? Yes, I'm Muslim, Anastasia. Yes. Are you Russian? Anastasia, are you Russian? Or are you Greek? Or your family just like the name? Spooky stories about my house? Oh, God. This house or other houses? Actually, I should probably tell a story about the murder house. I've got a good murder house story. I lived in a murder house. I'm not joking. Yeah, I'm leaving soon. I'm leaving this month. Yeah, for Egypt. Are you Asian Atlantic? Stop. This one, hi, I made it. Yeah, or that one. You're in a murder house, or did you nearly get murdered in a house? Nearly got murdered in a house, although that's happened more than once. But in reference to this story, nearly got murdered in a house, but then there was murder. I can actually tell that story in a video if you like. Yeah, well, some people call them ghosts, and some people call them demons, and some people believe they're dead relatives, and there's all sorts of perceptions about these things, aren't there? Not from Russia. Why do you ask? Oh, everybody that I know called Anastasia is either Greek or Russian. So most people that I've known called Anastasia have been Russian, you know, like friends of my family or involved with my family. And so like whenever I see an Anastasia, I'm like, oh, are you Russian? Like it's just automatic for me. It's not a hugely popular name in Australia. But yeah, it's a really pretty name. Barbushka. Stop. Yeah, Tawny, like these are just normal everyday topics. It's okay. I've got a young daughter. I understand about, you know, different opinions and stuff. Bolivian? Well, my family's been to Bolivia a few times, in Colombia. Oh, hang on, my daughter's home. I've just got a letter in the house. Just give me a minute. Oh, God. Sorry, I didn't mean to move the camera near you. No, it's not on you. I'll move the camera to give you privacy while you come in. Just give me a second. Just a second, guys. Lola, do not get up. You are not going out the door. Do not. Oh, I've got to get my boot on. At least it's not the police at my door today. Hello. Back up, Lola. Back it up, back it up. Fog it up, fog it up. Move. Quick, quick, quick. Can you just like lock the screen when you come in? Besties, I'm just going to go to the bathroom. I'll be back. I'll be back. I'll be back, besties. Did you lock it, babe? Yeah. I'm live streaming from the toilet. Oh, what? I didn't group in the woods. Calm down. Are you okay? Great job with the fitness. Great job with the fitness. I'm live streaming. Do not come out here. Thank you. Ugh. My butt almost didn't fit in the chair. Can you turn off the kitchen light for me? Sorry. Thank you, darling. Hey, besties. Is anybody still there? Hi. Yeah, poor chair. I know. I just killed it with my fat ass. Anyway. Just gonna get my foot back up on the footstool because besties, my cankle be hurting me. Lola, what are you doing? Are you waiting for the police again? The police came to my house. Like, oh my God, what the hell? It wasn't today, it was yesterday and the day before. I think it's been like 3 times now. They're looking for someone and it's not me. Oh my God. Oh, go sit down, Lola. Oh my God. Are you right, Lola? Or are you just gonna biff the chair out the way? What's this? Let's see. Let's go back. Comments. Oh my God, shut the fuck up. You act like you've never seen a fat person before. You act like you've never seen a white person before. Calm down, besties. The hell? Oh my God. Okay, I think I was up to here just after Dawny's comment. Babushka? Where in Egypt are you going? My family sided with the former king of Egypt, Farouk. I do not have any political opinions about Egypt because I'm not Egyptian. And even then, controversial comment, I think that's for men. In a society that's patriarchal, the men decide. I'm not going to get involved in politics. Thank you. A couple of hours away from Cairo is where I'm going to be staying, yes. So I can't tell you the exact town, but it's like a smallish country town, not like a village, but like maybe it's got 15,000 people there, which is considered like a small country town. But I won't tell you the name at this stage. I don't know if that's safe to do or not. Bolivian, yeah, my family's been to Bolivia and Colombia on a regular basis, like years and years. I've never been though. There's a bit of drama. I didn't want to get involved in the drama. No Diddy, pretty name. Ghosts of Real have lots of encounters. Cultural traditions from your pre-revert days that you continue. Yeah. Like, I'll give my blessing to my daughter, for example. You know, certain greetings, stuff like that. And I still read Jewish religious texts. I still study them as well as the Quran. Do you know what I'm saying? I've always done that. So yeah, there's probably a lot of family traditions from my previous religion that I just do automatically that I just don't think of as being religious things, more so cultural family things. Does that make sense? What's the murder house story? Oh, it's actually really sad, but I can do a video on it. It's really sad, but it's also really scary because legit almost got murdered anyway. Loose weight. Do you mean lose weight or loose weight? Because there's this thing called grammar, and if you're going to come for me, maybe, you know, I don't want to be complete Karen, but loose means like my sleeve is loose. Do you know what I mean? My hijab is loose. That doesn't mean lose, okay? Just there's one thing I'll say. If you're going to come for someone, you got to kind of like, you know, up the ante a little bit. Fatty. Yeah. So what? I like cake, okay? And half the world is fat. Like, are you joking? The world is not run by skinny people. The world is run by fatties. So I'm elite. I'm in the elite. I'm in the elite. Just joking. Was that hilariously bad humor? Hey, you're being mean by saying lose weight. That's okay. I'm 43, so I don't care. Like, I literally just don't care what people say about my weight. It's like, and I'm chonky. Like, I'm chonky Barbie. Hello. I'm chonky, badass, beefy. Like, I've got the booty, okay? In most cultures around the world, if you have a nice booty, you've got a nice body. So why would I be ashamed to be attractive? I mean, are you skinny? Are you so skinny that you don't have a booty? You've got no junk in the trunk? Why? Eat something. Okay? It's nice to have a booty because it's healthy. And for thousands and thousands and thousands of years, you know, men have been attracted to women for the most part who have booties. Okay? So technically speaking, genetically speaking, biologically speaking, and historically speaking, if you're a little on the chunky side or even a lot on the chunky side and you have a booty, you're actually more attractive. Okay? My brother lives in a townhouse next to a murder house. There's a murder house in my street also, but separate from the murder house story. It's a different one. And there's also a murder house around the corner. There's two of them. When I moved in, somebody was murdered that week. It was domestic violence. It was very sad. They got stabbed to death. But yeah, 3 separate households in my neighborhood. There have been murders during the time that I've lived here. So it's really common in Australia. But the murder house story is different. It's from a different place. It's like intense and scary. You just said that, like, where the police are at your door the other day, what happened? Yeah, the police were looking for somebody at my house. And it's funny because I actually didn't know it was the police. And I was like, the gate was locked. So I knew they had jumped the gate or opened the gate without, you know, that's unlawful here. So I didn't know it was the police, and they didn't identify themselves, and all my curtains were closed, and they were asking about a person without identifying themselves after trespassing on my property. So I was like, they were like, is this person here? Does this person live here? And I was like, get the hell off my property. You're trespassing. That's illegal and unlawful. By Queensland law statute, blah, 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 blah. And they were like, calm down. Now, bear in mind, I didn't know it was a copper. I didn't know it was the police because my curtains were closed. They trespassed and they did not identify themselves. Okay, this is very illegal in Australia. So I didn't know they were the police. Okay. And he's like, calm down. And I'm like, you calm down, bitch. Get off my property. You're trespassing, motherfucker. And I just heard him like grunting and shuffling, and his bad aftershave was like wafting into my window. And then I heard him leave and he slammed the gate. And then later I found he actually tied my gate so tight that I had to cut the tie off my gate and put a new one on there. Okay? And I'm not joking. When he left, he did a little burnout because I told him to fuck off. Anyway, he came back again and again, but each time, because, you know, I was just like, get the hell off my property. You are trespassing. I didn't break the law. I'm like, do you have a warrant? No, leave. They're not looking for me, besties. They're not looking for me. I ain't done nothing. Anyway, in Queensland, it's very common for the police to do this kind of thing. They kind of like take liberties with breaking the law to enter your property, this kind of thing. It's actually really common. Honestly, I don't mind. I don't have like this big thing against them. I just think it's slightly entertaining when they come and they break the law to look for someone who they think has broken the law who isn't actually here. And then when I tell them to fuck off, they get so annoyed they take revenge on my gate. But anyway, fun times with the police. It's important for old people to be a healthy weight. I don't think it's rude. I'm not old. I'm 43. That's not old, bro. Have you ever watched Monk? No. I'm not familiar with that at all. Sorry. Today, lol. No, the police came yesterday and the day before, and I think 2 days before that. But I didn't realize because I don't check my letterbox every day, and they'd left stuff in my letterbox for the house owner to call them, and I just didn't know. And so when they trespassed on the property, I didn't think it was the cops because they trespassed. I thought it was just some lunatic on my property. Like, I'm like, get the fuck off my land. Get the hell off my leave, motherfucker. And he was like, oh my God, calm down. And I'm like, you calm down, bitch. Get the fuck off my property. But then I saw that he left the information in the letterbox so that it was a police officer. I'm like, oh, damn. But then I thought I didn't break the law. He's not supposed to trespass. He's not supposed to jump my gate or my fence. He's not supposed to open my gate or my fence when there's a lock on it or a tie. There's literally do not trespass signs outside. And he's supposed to identify himself before he enters my property. This is the law, okay? So I accidentally told a police officer to fuck off and get the fuck off my property. Did I accidentally threaten a police officer? Maybe. But I wasn't aware it was a police officer, and so therefore I'm not liable, okay? So, and no, they weren't looking for me. I'm not a criminal, okay? God. She's an old fatty. She's clearly having issues with mobility too. You act like you've never seen a disabled person before. Are you serious? Issues with mobility. Oh my God. Really? Are you for real? Let me just get the Kennerade. Fuck off. Ding, 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 ding. She's not old. How old is she? I was thinking she's my nana's age, 70s. Oh, how cute. Thank you. Poor chair, yes. She was in an accident as has significantly improved. Actually, my leg is not from an accident. My memory loss is from a car accident, but my leg is just from an issue I had, which probably looked like an accident with the result of it. Yeah. Yeah, that's true, Laylee. I do deal with chronic pain, and sometimes I use dark humor to help me. I've never watched Monk. I don't know what it's about. Is it about like a monk, like a religious person? Is that what you mean? Oh God, the comments just jumped. Oh my God. Where did it go? Wait. Go back. They're going too fast. Oh my God. Oh my God, there's so many comments. You guys. Had nightmares about spiders. Guys, I'm sorry if I can't. Hello from Bundy Nafisa. Hi. Bundaberg. Yes. We loves that. A lot of good things come out of Bundaberg. Okay, now I'm caught up with the comments. Hopefully I don't miss any. Can we see Lola? She was here earlier, but she's buggered off somewhere. If I call her, she's gonna start wiping her slimy nose on me. I don't want that. I can hear Fifi laughing in her bedroom. She's like, because she knows it's true. She's out of breath too. That's from the accident too. No. When I get out of breath, it's because I have lung damage. I had tuberculosis. Okay, but I'm okay now. But yeah, it has permanently damaged my lung. But much like my leg, I've improved significantly. Like a few years ago, they wanted to give me a single lung transplant. And thankfully, I didn't need it in the end. So I'm like, I've been through a lot, but I feel like I'm also really lucky. Do you know what I mean? I'm really blessed. I think most people, like a lot of people that would have been in my situation would be dead. So I just feel super lucky to be alive, like honestly. Nightmares about spiders. Me too. Oh my God. I dreamed that it crawled on my face and on my bed. And then I woke up and I was like, fuck. No, I've never watched Monk. Are you obsessed with Monk? Sounds like it might be nice. Felt so bad for me when the spiders in my house. I know. Somebody said that it can mean different things, like you're approaching your destiny. And so I'm trying to think of it in like a really positive way. I don't know what culture that's from, but it seems nicer than, you know, spider wants to murder me. You know what I'm saying? Stop laughing at me, Fifi. No, I've never watched Monk. It was hard going down my basement. Oh my God, I wish I had a basement. If I ever build a house, I want to build a basement, like a bunker. Imagine what you could put in a bunker. Wouldn't that be cool? In a bunker basement. What if you had a bunker basement and went down 2 levels instead of 1? Oh my God, I would love that. Like a double-story house, but underneath. Like you could have a double-story house on the top and then a double-story house underground, like a bunker. That would be wild. Geo, no. Hello. What, who's Monk? No idea. Sorry, don't like Monk. Hi, Harley. What's Monk about? Tell me. Hi, Prahlad. Where are you from? Australia? Oh my God. Oh, well, that's nice that you feel that way about Jesus. That's great for you. You do you, boo. That's cool. Fat Patty. Oh. You ate cool? Oh, you... I'm confused. It's okay to be overweight. Yes and no. Do you know what I mean? It's just a state of being. And, you know, obviously it's good to get healthy. I'm a lot less fat than I used to be because I've lost, you know, over the years about 60 kilos, give or take. I'm not joking. So I used to be like more. I used to be like this. Like I feel tiny even though I'm still giant. Do you know what I mean? Because I've lost 60 kilos. I've still got 70 kilos to lose, but having lost 60 kilos, like I was 220 kilos a few years back. I'm not joking. 220 kilograms. You've got to be careful in Egypt though. People stare a lot. What if you got a junk in the trunk? Is that what you mean? If you got a big booty? Yeah, I heard that. Why? Why do they like curvy women over there? Why? Oh my god. Have I watched Monk? No. Scroll down the comments. Do you live in the projects? Do you mean a housing commission? Well, yes. This is a housing commission, but I do not receive government payments. But I have in the past when I was a student at university. Speak like a proper Muslim. I'm a revert. I'm going to be rough around the edges. You know, it is what it is. I try. Justice for the gate, Foxy. I know, right? Imagine if I had like an outside camera and I filmed the guy doing it. That would make an awesome TikTok. I'm off to a board meeting. Wishing you all well. Ciao, ciao. Bye, Dawny. Monk solves murders? I love murder mysteries. Why are people erasing their messages before I can read them? What are you saying? I'm not going to comment on the back. Sorry. A version 2 of Foodie. I don't. Why? Like when I've asked people why they think I'm a version 2.0 of Foodie, they're like, oh, because you're white, because you wear a hijab. Are you serious? What the hell? We're two different people. Faith, Dumper says hello. I look like her and I eat like her. But I actually don't look like her. I don't. Why? Why do you think I look like her? I actually don't. Like I've seen those comments and I look at her and I look at me and we look completely different. I don't understand. Why do people say we look the same? We don't. Same body type. How are we the same body type? Like, how tall is she? She's 5'4" or something like that. And I'm 6'1". How are we the same body type? That is the weirdest thing I've heard of in my life. And both of us have been seen without our hijabs on before. We do not look the same. Both of us are reverted and we wore Western clothing before. We do not look the same. We don't. Why are people saying that about me? Why is people saying that about her? Like, if it was a fact, I'd be like, oh, yeah, but it's not. It's not a fact. You don't look like her. I know, I don't. And she doesn't look like me. Where do people get that idea from? What? I've got a black hijab and she's got a black hijab. So what? Will your daughter do any vlogs here before you start vlogging and live streaming from Egypt? I asked her to, but she said she's shy. Maybe she'll change her mind. I don't know. Two different people. Yeah. You're sitting down 90% of the time. What does it matter? You're 6 foot. How do you know I'm sitting down 90% of the time? Are you with me 90% of the time? I doubt it. You don't know what I do. She's 5 foot and vile. She's not vile. Shush. Whoever said anything about hijab? Well, what else do we have in common? What are you saying? My aunt used to solve murders. Wild. So shy too. Yeah. I think like if you get to know my daughter, she's like a little bit outgoing, but if you don't get to know her, like she's like people. And I think probably she gets that from me because it might look like I'm a really people-y kind of person, but in real life, like I avoid people like the plague. Like the plague. I don't know, in person, face to face, for me to actually like someone, I've got to know them for a very long time, and then I've got to really like the character. Do you know what I mean? There's not a lot of people around with good character, and I'm not saying I'm perfect, but you got to be careful who you mix with. So like, I feel like I wish I had friends, but I also like, it's hard to get to know people these days. And when you do, it's like, are they being genuine? Do you even know? Like, people will just shaft you. Do you know what I mean? If you bring people in close, they'll literally harm you for the quickest benefit to them. And it puts me off. All your videos are sitting down, literally. Yes, because I have a leg that was supposed to be chopped off in an amputation, but I chose to keep the leg. So if I'm walking around, I've got to concentrate on walking. It's not like automatic for me. I've got to make a huge effort. So if I'm going to do something that takes away my concentration, like filming, of course I'm going to be sitting down. Unless I go out somewhere like, and you know, I'm filming something like that and there's something to show people, then of course I'll be walking around. For legal reasons, I'd rather not say if I voted or not. You can probably ascertain the answer based on that. To leave the house to have friends. Yeah, well, I don't know if that's actually true. I wish I could do it, but I'd have to be so drunk, so maybe not a good idea. Wish you could do what? What do you mean? What do you mean you'd have to be drunk to do what, Pia Maria? You said you were leaving the country soon. Where are you going? I'm going to Egypt to go stay with my husband, who is Egyptian. It doesn't matter, you're 6 foot and Foodie's 5'1". That's the point. I don't understand. Is my audio okay or not really? YouTube. Do you know what? It took me so many years to get up the guts to go live. I was petrified. And even then, my first videos, like for the first couple of years, like I just felt like, why am I doing this? This is insane because I'm such an introvert, Pia Maria. But I kind of feel like somebody gave me this advice. The more you do it, the more it feels normal to you. And then you just get over that fear. So like, I used to be petrified, but now when I go online, yeah, I'm a little bit nervous, but I'm also like, nothing bad will happen. And it's actually a lot of fun when you get used to it. But yeah, I used to drink on camera to calm my nerves, but now obviously I don't drink anymore. And I just feel like I'm more confident now that I don't drink. No, I'm leaving this month. I'm leaving this month. I'm getting on a plane this month. So there's only a few days left of the month. I mean, why would I say I'm leaving this month if I wasn't? Because then I would disprove myself. Pia Maria. You enter the bedroom. How many years have you done it now? I think 4 years. 4 years on YouTube, but not 4 years live streaming. No, that's only been recent. Have you tried CBD capsules? No, not the capsules. All natural. Yeah, I would be, of the opinion that natural solutions are very effective. Yeah. So, I mean, don't mind the idea of, doing some shisha, and that might be pleasant. Yes, good for pain. Yeah, drinking is haram, but a lot of things are haram. So, you know, and drinking can be, a tough one to give up. But if and when you're ready, then, you know, then only you know when you're ready for that. Yes, Dumper. Oh, if you see me with the munchies, well, big represent for you and Foodie for wearing the hijab. My mum don't accept my religion. Yeah, do you know, I struggled so much to wear the hijab. Like, if you go back, you'll see I've actually taken it off before, which is like considered to be highly shameful. But, as a Reaver, I kind of feel like it's my personal right that if I wanted to take it off, I could. But I have decided to keep it on now, and honestly, I feel like it's a daily struggle. It's difficult. Yeah, where your mum doesn't accept your religion, neither does mine. Like, literally my whole family has cut me off. I mean, I love them, but damn. You going to go vote? Who are you voting for, or is that a secret? That was replay. Oh, catch on the replay. Well, thanks, Nafiza. Have fun going to the voting polls. Honestly, I knew voting was coming up, but it's cool if you want to vote. I think, if you believe in something strongly, you should do it. But for me personally, I'm like, there's not even one person I would vote for, honestly. My hubby says he prefers me without it, but he says if I decide I want to wear it one day, then he'll support me for sure. He prefers you without it. Does he say why? He just likes to look at you because you're beautiful. Mine was heavily the opposite. Like, he wants me to wear it. Do you know what I mean? If I was in the US, I would not vote for Trump or Kamala Harris. Oh God. This every time there's US voting, it's like such a debacle. It's interesting to watch. Queensland's elections have no choice, just getting my name off the list. Well, you do have a choice if you're a conscientious objector. But I'm not saying you should be a conscientious objector and not vote, but you could be if you wanted to. But if you like voting and it's for you, well, it's also your right to vote. So, go for it. The lotto, 20 million tonight. Oh, I don't gamble. Imagine winning $20 million. I would still go to Egypt. I would just upgrade my flight to first class. Actually, do you know what? I'm such a stingy bastard. I probably wouldn't update to first class. I probably just update to business class. I'm not joking. I'd be like, this is good enough. Even if I had $20 million. No, he's fine without me wearing it. One of his exes wore it and the other one did not. Oh, yeah. Well, there's the other hijab, which is the hijab of, your behavior or how you are inside. Like, if he doesn't mind, he probably like trusts you so much. And, like, I don't know, like, he must respect you a lot, I guess. That's really cool. Yeah, it should be up to you. Yeah. Hi, PandaCat66. I'm voting for Trump. In fact, I already did. As a Californian, Kamal is the worst. I honestly don't know enough about Kamala to have an opinion. So I don't, like, I haven't kept up with it, so I don't know. And I'm not American, so. Sarah Lee Sparkles. Hello, Maryam and chat. Just realized your life. Hi. I would buy homes in Egypt, give a lot to civilians in war and people in need, and invest, I guess. Wow. That sounds wild. Well, I guess for wealth, finance, growth, like investment in any kind of like hard, like properties and stuff, like ownership stuff, that is the best investment plan, Foodie Beauty lost it today and went after FFG's deceased mother. Hopefully her channel will get deleted. They're going after each other. It's going both ways. What are you saying? Like, I would go after somebody's dead and buried grandmother if they came after me. I'm sorry. Like, I like FFG's channel and I like Foodie Beauty's channel. And obviously, I don't know them personally. I'm not going to take sides. But if somebody came after me or my family, I would go dark too. I would post their dead grandmother on YouTube, their dead mother, their dead fucking uncle. I wouldn't give a fart, okay? So hi, Panda Cat. Fair enough, but she's bad. We're all bad. We're all bad and we're all good. Nobody is just incessantly bad. People have a light side and a dark side. And if you push people too far, they will go to their dark side and unleash hell. So obviously she's been taken to that dark place and she's had enough. I can see that. I don't know how it started. I don't know all the information, but I don't know. Like when I see somebody go dark, I think, yeah, I can see they're about to unleash hell. I can see that. Interesting. I would do the same thing. If somebody posted my family, if somebody went after my siblings, I would go dark. I would go like feral as fork. And again, I don't know what happened before that, but I just kind of think there's boundaries when it comes to other people's families. And I don't know. I liked her video. Yes, he knows I'm madly in love with your Egyptian hub spinner, and he knows, yeah. Told him about you and Foodie, but he's not want to watch lower. He says this is only for housewives. Right. I agree. I mean, there's a few blokes that come and go, but I don't know. Are they like the gossip, maybe? It's mostly women here, yeah. Didn't do your favorite numbers in the lotto and the numbers came out. have you ever thought about, like, no judgment, have you ever thought about taking the money that you spend on the lotto and investing it in a business? It doesn't take a lot of money to start a business. You could literally start a business for free. Like, have you thought about using the money in a different way that you don't feel like it's just a lost opportunity? Do you know what I mean? Just putting it out there. What's not very Muslim? What do you mean? Both going after each other, but no foodie is worse. I don't think so. No, I would honestly, I would not care who it is. If somebody came after my family, I would do the same thing. And again, I don't know the story. I don't know the whole thing. I don't know them personally. But if somebody went after my family, I would also unleash hell. I would go absolutely like ballistic. Like, you've got no idea. I would go psycho. Hi, Sansa Cooks. No, I'm not in Egypt. Not yet. I love Foodie. First, I didn't, but after Q8, I love her. Honestly, before that, I was in Nada's and Dee Dee's chats. Probably the whole Nada arc I watched very sporadically, and so I didn't have a lot of information about all that. You know, occasionally I would watch some of her lives, you know, because they were really chill, but I wasn't like watching all of her videos at that stage. And I think there's a lot of her storyline that I've really missed out on, and it would literally take years of watching to catch up on. So I just don't know. I don't know what this stuff's about. I don't get it, but yeah, it looks a little vicious. But like I said, I would do the same thing if somebody like went for my family. I'd be a psycho. Natives from Egypt? Is that why? Is that why people were saying that Whale is the new Nader when I first put him on my channel? Oh, I missed that one. I come from a betting background. My uncle was a bookie. Oh, wow. Okay. Nader, yep. I liked Anders cooking, but I never really understood him. Just Saying or Piggy are good clip channels to get caught up. Yes, Nader is Egyptian. Oh, thank you, Pia Maria. Yeah, I'm subscribed to Just Saying and I'm subscribed to Piggy. I'm subscribed to a lot of these types of channels, but I don't always watch all the videos unless they come up in my feed. Put them in a fighting ring and let them fight it out. What, like a Jello fight? You get a swimming pool, fill it full of Jello. I shouldn't say that. I'm sorry. That was really inappropriate. Is that the police? Give me a minute. No, it's not. Okay. Just wondering if I needed to close my door again. Thank you, Pia Maria. Being so honest and cool. Do you mean because I'm an asshole? I just say what I think. Who watches Sansa Cooks? Sansa, I love your videos. No, sir. I check it on Maryam every now and then. She does. Yes. Wait a second. Who the fork is that in my street? Thought they were at the murder house, but they're not. They're at a different house. Oh my god. Oh, I hate seeing myself on camera. Like my whole self. Like I'm looking at my phone and I'm like, oh yeah, I look kind of chonky. And then I look at my laptop and I'm like, that is the worst angle humanly possible known to man. Why? Why? I need to go to the gym, guys. I lost a couple of kilos, but clearly I did not lose it from my middle. Okay? And I didn't lose it from my top because I just went shopping for new items. And how is it that I've lost weight and I've got bigger in one area? It doesn't make sense. It's so weird. Where did I lose the weight from? My butt? Like, I don't see it. Where did, like, I've lost 3 kilos. Where has it come off from? My face? My foot? What? I don't get it. Yeah. You've gained 5 kilos. Hate it when that happens. But do you know what? 5 kilos is, you probably feel like it's a lot to lose, but it's not. 5 kilos is really easy to lose. You can do it. The middle. Yeah. Well, I feel like since I don't walk as much as before my leg accident, I feel like I have more fat in the middle than when I was overweight before. Does that make sense? It's like it kind of accumulates because I'm not using those muscles as much because I'm not walking around, I'm not like jogging, I'm not like, I used to go running even when I was fat. So like it's kind of like this just kind of sits here even when I lose weight. I don't know, like legs, you can't walk around with a skinny butt. Like, how do I say this without sounding inappropriate? Like, I feel like I've always had the shape of somebody from Puerto Rico. Do you know what I'm saying? Like the Latina shape. When I was young, when I was skinny, I had the Latina shape. So like now I'm fat and I just look like a potato. I'm like, if I lose weight, I'm still going to have junk in the trunk. I've got the Latina shape. It's just what it is. It is what it is, people. Even if I'm on a Ozempic and Xanacal. Is this a weight loss drug? Is that what you're talking about? Oh, God. Caftans or A-line tops. I lose weight in my boobs first. Yeah, I usually do. But this time, I'm like, how did I go up a size at the front when I've just lost 3 kilos? How is that possible? Never in my life. It always comes off the front first. How's that possible? Still now 178 centimeters and 88 kilos. Oh, you're not heavy, darling. You're not. Bye, Howley. When you lose weight, it shows in your face first. Yeah. Do you mean like, is it weight loss or is it water retention? Because when you get to like a certain percentage over what you should be, I personally find that like you get a lot of water weight in your face. And then you get like the lymphatic drainage when you're like moving more or eating better. And like a lot of your face fat is not actually fat, it's fluid. Do you know what I mean? Feel like shit, but hubby says he can't see it. Hubby likes it curvy. Okay? This is what I mean. Men like curvy women. This is a fact. Curvy's a thing. Yes, it is. You're quite tall, Pierre Marie. You're not short. So that amount of weight is not massive for somebody your height. It's not. You used to be 120? I used to be 220. Don't think you're fat. No. You just got the curves going on. Gotta run. Night, night, everyone. Have a good weekend. Bye, Sansa Cooks. Beach and Telly is feeding her husband cat food. What? Somebody. Who? Everybody loves Sansa. I've never heard anyone say anything bad about Sansa. Like, I think a lot of people in Girl World that have channels, you know, people either love them or hate them, but I've never heard anybody say anything bad about Sansa. Never. She's always really nice. Dad is 203 centimeters. Yeah, she is. She's always really nice. How much is 203 centimeters in like feet and inches? I'm not really good at like converting this. Oh yeah, Pia Maria. I like how she talks about like, you know, calories and stuff. Actually made me think about taking weight loss a bit seriously again. Do you know what I mean? Like I didn't feel guilty. I felt like, you know what, I should be like educating myself a bit more on this stuff. She had a good effect on me. Do you know, I know something, and when we were teenagers, get that sunburn on their ankles, they had to crawl. What? Mike misguided 6'8". Are you 6'8", Mike? Gosh, that's taller than me. But you're still shorter than my grandfather. I love seeing tall people, like super tall people, because I feel like I'm a giant, and I've gone through my whole life thinking I'm such a giant. But then when I see somebody who's like this much taller than me, I'm like, finally, I'm not the tallest person in the area. Like it's a relief to me. I hate being tall. They couldn't walk, their ankles were burnt. Do you mean because they're tall and their pants don't cover their ankles? When I was at school, people used to call me ankle freezers because my ankles would show at the bottom of my pants because no pants were long enough. Like my legs were just too long for any pants. I'm not joking. Mike says, I'm only 6 foot, 203 centimeters is 6'8". It is? Oh. Yeah, I'm 6'1". Middle of school photos. School, they always made me stand in the back row every time. And only boys were in the back row. So I was always with the boys in the photos. And then you get all the short girls that look pretty with their hair done in ribbons. And they're all like in the middle in the front with all their friends. And there was me at the back with all the dudes just because I'm tall. It was horrible. Hate that. Oh, school photos are the worst, man. I should get some of my school photos and show you guys because it's just weird. It's just, they look weird. I just look like a giant. You okay, Lola? Careful. Kylie was like my one leg. But she was stunning. Are you handsome? I was always in the back row, lol. I know, right? And the biggest shirt never fitted. The shoulders. I have trouble with the shoulders of shirts. When I buy a shirt, unless it's like, you know, like hang off the shoulder kind of thing, I have to get the shoulders on shirts and break the stitching and stretch it so that my shoulders fit. I'm not joking. I hate it. Oh, why can't they just make clothes that fit everybody? Like, what the hell? Oh, God. I just think the world is not made for tall people. It's really not. It's made for short people. And that's cool. Like, my daughters are quite short compared to me. And like, I see like how short people can struggle in the world a little bit, but tall people can also struggle. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's difficult. Imagine being average height and just everything is normal, you know? Like when you sit on a couch, your feet aren't dangling because you're short. Or like, you know, you go to the supermarket and old ladies aren't going, hi, you're 6'1". Can you pass me that can that is like 6'5" in the air? Do you know what I mean? Like, imagine being average. Imagine being average height, average size, just blend in. Wouldn't that be amazing? Oh, thank you, Pia Maria. Oh, I'm so excited. It feels unreal because literally, like, I'm going to be there this month. So I'm like, it's actually happening. I'm like, oh my God. Oh, thank you, Pia Maria. Yeah, me too. If I was allowed to have friends. mm. Imagine if I was allowed to have friends, I'd be like, you want to meet for coffee? Hopefully you wouldn't be like, oh my God, stay away from me, you weirdo. Oh gosh. Honestly, it would be so nice to have friends. It really would. It would be so nice. I'm I'm hoping. I'm like, maybe that will change. Maybe that will change and I'll get what I want and I'll be able to do what I want to do. But I don't know, man. Like, oh, I'm so used to just being able to do whatever the hell I want. Do you know what I mean? I'm so used to that. It's going to be weird. It's going to be weird being in Egypt and I can't just do whatever the hell I want. It's going to be so weird. I'm going to have so much self-control. Do you know what I mean? Oh, gosh. It's fine. It feels weird. It feels strange. It feels different. But that's what it's like if you go into another culture, I guess. Like, maybe you don't like I'm between two cultures, you know, but when he sees you are and trusts that, inshallah, he will let you have. I hope so, Pia Maria. It's just like having, I would love to have like a handful of close friends. Do you know what I mean? Like 4 or 5 friends would be nice. I don't need thousands. I'm an introvert. Do you know what I mean? I would just love to be able to go out for coffee, have conversations, invite people to my house, do normal things. But I just, yeah, I'm waiting. I'm hoping that will change. Do you know what I mean? But if not, like, I'm not going to be like rebellious against it. Like, I'm going to do what, I'm going to be respectful of my husband, but I wish I could just like, you know, take up friendships right now. It'd be so cool. Hi, Pancake Fatty. When are you going to Egypt? I'll be in Egypt this month. I can't tell you the day, I'm sorry. Just because I've had some issues, like the police have been to my house, and I do have 3 active stalkers that come to my house. Um, so I kind of like, I'm still considering whether I might live stream at the airport, but I don't want to say when I'm going. Does that make sense? But I'm going to be in Egypt this month. So we're getting close to the end of the month now. I mean, it's limited days that I could be leaving. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, Rosebud. It is a struggle. It is. It's a real struggle for me. Oh, thank you, Pia Maria. Yes, Pancake Patty. Let's go. I'm so excited. Yeah, it is a little bit messed up. Yeah, I get you, Pia Maria. I do. Honestly, if I was allowed to have friends, you would be the first person I would think of. It's hard to get friends who are reverts or friends that understand what being a revert is like. It's like a unique kind of like life experience. You get the best of both worlds and you get the worst of both worlds. And yeah, it would be good to have someone that's a friend that understands that. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Oh, yeah, there's only a few days left of this month, so I'll definitely be leaving very soon. Not today, though. I'm not leaving today. I haven't packed my bag. Actually, I've got to ring the airline because my miniature suitcase that I brought for carry-on, I don't know if it meets the requirements of the size because the wheels and the handle were not included in the description online when I purchased it. And so I'm like, am I going to be able to bring it onto carry-on? Because the whole point is not to have, to collect a suitcase. Just take carry-on and that's it. That's all I want. Thanks, Rosebud. Yeah, I'm sure everything will go fine. There are some strikes in Australia that have happened and that are coming up with some of the airline stuff. And if that has happened where people have almost missed flights, but then the airline made sure that people didn't miss flights. But I heard that they're not going to do that, or possibly not going to do that with future strikes coming up. And at first I was really concerned about that, but the airline said that if that happens, they have to legally then offer you another flight within a few hours or whatever to get to your original destination. Like they have to follow through with it so you can get there. And you could choose not to take the flight and get compensation financially, or you could choose to take the alternate flight a few hours later or whatever. So obviously I wouldn't choose the financial compensation. I would choose the flight if that happens. If I'm affected by the strikes with my flights, I would just take the next flight they offer me, which would be the same day, and I would still get to Egypt. Like I'm not letting anything stop me. I'm going to be there. Yes, Pia Maria. 90 days is not very much. Not really. That's so cool. Oh, I have to learn how to cook basbousa on YouTube before I go, because I said to Handsome's husbando that the first Juma that I will be there, the first one that rolls around, that I'm going to cook him basbousa. Oh, thank you, Pia Maria. Thank you. Yeah, I appreciate that. Maybe we'll see each other in Egypt. You know what? If my husband said I'm allowed to, I would ask to see Pia Maria because I think she's really awesome. Um, so far, I've not been permitted to do this type of thing, but I have actually asked. Yeah, maybe he'll change his mind. Will I be visiting the pyramids? Yeah, sure. Sure. I don't know if I could do, like, I hear there's a lot of stairs inside the pyramids. I don't know if I can do that or not. Probably when I get my new boot for my bad leg, then I'll try out like doing a mass amount of stairs. And if I can, then I'll do inside the pyramids as well. If not, then I'll ask my handsomest husbando to go in and film for me and then like narrate it and put it on YouTube or whatever so everybody can see like the touristy stuff. He's a more traditional man. Yes, he is. He didn't give me that impression when I first met him. If anything, he went out of his way to describe himself and his family as being super modern and that I had nothing to worry about. But then when I got married, well, oh, yes, the traditional. Yeah. Yeah, well, then you know what I mean. I was like, hey, you told me you were modern. And he's like, I guess it's too late now. We're married. But I kind of think it's good that he gave me the wrong impression because if I knew beforehand that he was this traditional, I would probably have ruled him out. I probably wouldn't have married him. But now that I'm like becoming accustomed to it, I'm like, well, thank God he didn't tell me because I would have ruled him out. Thank God he didn't tell me and that we actually got married because I am okay with him being traditional. Do you know what I mean? But just my impression of women's rights and coming from the West really would have deterred me from marrying him if I knew how traditional he was. If I knew that, I would have been like, I don't know about that. But now I'm married to him, I'm like, you know, I don't mind. This is just who he is and I love him. So do you know what I'm saying? But yeah, he was a little bit sneaky there. Just a little bit. Hi, Ange. I think he must have known that. He must have thought maybe I wouldn't marry him if I knew how traditional he was. He must have known that, you know. I respect him for that. Please say my salam to him and that I would never try to change you. Actually, opposite. I wish one day to be a better Muslim and myself, inshallah. Don't we all? Like, how you kind of like perceive yourself as a revert Muslim to how you think you should be, like in your own mind, like not what other people's opinions are, but I think revert Muslims as a whole are like, they have this timeline. We have this timeline, I guess, from my perspective, that you're always like, how can I improve? How can I be a better Muslim? How can I change this about myself? And it's like this struggle in the mind. Like, for example, your example with drinking alcohol. Yeah, a lot of Muslims actually drink alcohol, whether they're born Muslim or not born Muslim. It's actually really common. So don't, you know, if you do drink alcohol, if you do something and you're like, oh, it's haram, I feel so bad. I'm not encouraging you to do it, but don't feel bad about it because nobody is perfect. Whether you're born Muslim or not, people do things that are haram and they work on themselves over time. Do you know what I mean? Yes, Iowa. Hi, Obi273. Honestly, I miss Masri Razzle culture so much. Oh. Are you like, I know you said you're just going to stay in Egypt for a set amount of time. Are you going to like move there permanently one day? Or is it like you just like to come back there and live there for short periods? What's the go there? Like, do you feel that you would want to live in Egypt full time one day, or? And if not, why would you not want to? Does that make sense? Oh my God, my right hand is itchy. Left is leaving and right's receiving. I'm going to get some money. I'm going to get some money, besties. I can feel it. It's in the air. Oh my God. My right hand is itchy. I've got money coming in, I'm telling you. But Finland is so boring and next to Russia, and the winters are so cold here. Yeah. My hubby became more European here than what we are Egyptian culture here. I hope that can happen. Like, if you come from an Islamic country and then you go to a non-Islamic country, it can really affect you and influence you, like that. But in the same way, I've also heard that if you then move back to an Islamic country, because you're surrounded and immersed with Sharia law and people do this and say this and live this way, that it then goes the opposite direction. Like, but then saying that, even though Egypt is an Islamic country, people live in different ways. Like, people don't all live in the same traditional way. There are people that practice the religion in a modern way too. Do you know what I mean? Like, and then there's like ultra conservatives. There's like a whole spectrum. Would you ever decide to live in Egypt full time? Or is that like just a no-go? It's actually sad how the culture is. If free day, no one does anything in the weekends, if not include drinking, and it makes people zombie and depressed. Oh, so Finland has a heavy drinking culture, or what do you mean Egypt? Are you saying that Egypt has a heavy drinking culture or Finland? Hi, arts and crafts. I mean, I know that people drink in Egypt, even some religious people, and it's just in a different context, isn't it? Like Finland, yeah. Do you know what? The climate might have something to do with that. Like, I know in Russia, like everybody that I've ever known that's Russian is a heavy drinker. And when they came from Russia to Australia, that culture comes with them. And Australian culture is a heavy drinking culture as well. I think like if you come from a colder climate, it's drinking can be like heavily ingrained into the culture where it's literally just the only thing people do for like relaxation. Hope you're doing well. Oh, you too, arts and crafts. Egyptian people are always happy people. My husband, he laughs a lot. He is happy a lot. Yeah, I noticed that. And he's always like laughing and like being really happy with his mother as well. I think that's really sweet. Good night, Rosebud. Bye, Rosebud. I'm interested to find out what it's going to be like in Egypt for like that kind of thing. Not drinking, I mean like, and I'm not allowed to have friends at this stage, but socialization. So maybe it's going to be more about like within the family, like what do people do for enjoyment and that kind of thing, and relaxation. I'm kind of interested to learn about that actually. Next to Russia, and in the winter it goes up to -30. Oh my god. I honestly, if it was that, I like in wintertime, I get quite bad arthritis. I think if I was living in a -30 degree, I would be bedridden from pain. I need to live somewhere warm or warm for a lot of the year. Do you know what I mean? Like, but I love seeing winter and autumn or fall, you know, like snowy backdrops. I think they're so beautiful and relaxing. Like, do you view the environment in Finland to be like really beautiful and relaxing, or are you like, oh, it's horrible and harsh? Like, I think it's so beautiful. Super excited about you going to Egypt, sis. Thank you. Yeah, I'm excited too. Always wanted to visit Egypt to see all of the historical sites. I hope you have fun. It's going to be phenomenal. Like, especially not having a time limit. Like, it's not like I have to go quick, leave the country, come back to Australia. I can literally stay there forever if I choose and just see all these amazing things. And I can do it with my handsomest husbando. I'm so excited. Honestly, like, I wouldn't say my whole life has been boring. I think my earlier life has been very, very, very interesting and unusual. But like the middle part, where I had children, nothing against having kids, but I feel like I limited myself and I didn't do anything interesting for me. And like going to Egypt and being able to explore all these wonderful places, I feel like going to Egypt is like getting myself back again. Do you know what I mean? Like if you've got kids, have you had a similar experience where like empty nest, like when your kids are like older and they're adults now, you're kind of like, damn, I actually get to do something for me. I get to go move to another country, get married, explore the country, expand my business, spend time with family, have a fun time, do things for personal enjoyment. And honestly, like, I feel like I've won the lotto. Like, I feel like my life is just, it's going to become interesting again. Not to other people, to me. Do you know what I mean? Like, I loved having kids and I would have kids again. But if I had kids again, I would also take care of myself this time. I would make sure that I do things that I want to do and that I enjoy and that give me joy and that I can just take pleasure in. Do you know what I mean? It's given me a whole different perspective on my life, honestly. Yes. Oh, she's now 16. Yeah, well, she's a young adult. Do you know what I mean? You kind of like, I don't mean that you separate from your children. I just mean like to make yourself a priority is like the honestly, I feel like the biggest mistake I've ever made is to make myself the last priority, to make everybody else a priority above myself. I will never do that again. Never. Never. Yeah, arts and crafts. I want to find some passions to do. I want to take up some new interests and stuff, you know? Do some fun things. His son coming next here, inshallah. Oh, nice. Actually, I'm really excited to meet my stepkids, my husband's children from his previous marriage. I'm actually like I'm a little bit nervous, but because you know I want them to like me. Like I know that sounds silly, but um, yeah, I'm really excited to meet his children. I think that'll be wonderful. Both be 17 then and almost adults. Oh, so your kids are quite close in age, like mine are. Yeah, so likable. I just hope they don't hate me. If they're like, oh, okay, we can tolerate it, I'll be happy. Honestly. Oh. And when my daughter comes to Egypt, probably at Christmas time, then we can like go out and do some stuff together and do some activities and fun things. I'm just looking forward to it all. 10 days age difference. Oh my God. Wild. That's really cool, actually. I just wanted to wish you safe travels to Egypt and all my love to you and your family. Peace be upon you. You may Allah smile down on you gratefully. Oh, thank you. That's so sweet. Thank you. I've been on this live for so long. I have. Oh, almost 2 hours. I couldn't read it from here. Very positive, warm spirit. I'm sure they get on with you. I love kids. Love, love, love kids. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Pia Maria. You too. What's your opinion on the current situation involving the Coptic Christians in Egypt? Which situation specifically are you referring to? Like, forgive my ignorance here. I'm not aware. Can you make me aware? I'm not sure what you mean. Hi, Fifi.
Hello.
Is that chocolate? Oh my God.
You want some?
Get away from me with that chocolate. Damn.
Are you going to need the bathroom?
For how long? Can you wait a few minutes? Because I will need the toilet in a minute, yeah.
I've got to eat this first.
Thank you. Don't even know what that means. I also don't know. Well, I mean, Coptic Christians in Egypt. I watched this video about the history of Copts in Egypt. Whose channel was it? There's this woman. She currently lives in Egypt for the last couple of years. I can't remember the name of her channel. I love her channel though. I just cannot. Her name's Gigi. Damn, what's her channel name? She did a special episode or video about Copts in Egypt. If you tell me what, like when you said what they're going through, if you like reference it to me, then I'll know what you're talking about. They are 10% and very loved. So excited for your new journey. Wishing you all the best. Thank you, Kate Kitten. Are you referring to like they are lower in population, to say the Muslims in the country? Is that what you mean? Can I show my ring? Is it a snake? It looks cool. Yeah, my daughter gave this ring to me. Wait. Can you see it? It's from Lovisa. Hopefully I don't drop it. It's so cute. It's so cute. Normally it fits on this finger, but my hand is puffy today. I didn't see the message. It just says it's retracted. It is so cute. They had like more dainty versions where it wasn't as chunky. But because my hands are so large, I felt like the dainty one, even though the rings were big enough, they kind of looked a bit silly on my giant hands. So I kind of thought like, this is massive and my hand is massive. So it's probably a good idea. Just go chunky. But yeah, it's nice and sparkly. Yeah, 1 minute, kiddo. Check that again, man. Coptic relative Arab Spring had great trouble brought up on them because of the turmoil in Egypt. I'm sorry, I'm just not familiar with it. But saying that doesn't mean that it doesn't exist. And I mean, I'll try to go educate myself about it. You guys, I'm actually going to have to end the live. Sorry, Nafisa. Because it's been about 2 hours and I actually have something I need to get done by a certain time today. And also I need the bathroom before my daughter has a shower. But I will be back on later today because I just haven't been doing enough lives. So I'm just going to give it a go again later. And also because I'm leaving soon. So thanks for the chats. Yeah, you two arts and crafts. Exodus 24, you must not make any idols. Don't make any statues or pictures of anything up in the sky or anything on the earth or anything down in the water. Probably look up the definition of idols because I'm not worshipping my ring. So keep it in context, but thanks for the advice anyway. Oh, thanks, Pia Maria. Thanks for the chats, besties. I felt like I really needed it today, actually. Oh my God, my sleeve is caught. Love you, besties. Bye. See ya.